Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, bean, and wheat movement, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. The corn market finally steadied itself, closing slightly higher after a week of negative closes Friday. December corn lost 33 by the bushel last week, 71 cents over the last 2 weeks. Beneficial rains and cooler temps have really taken most of the weather premium out of the market. It's really interesting, though, when you compare last year's yield of 173.3 bushels per acre to the current USDA projection of 177.5, in light of the fact that USDA's Drought Mitigation Center puts 57% of this year's crop in a drought condition, comparing only to 31% a year ago. It doesn't seem reasonable to think that this year's crop was 26% more its acres in drought conditions could yield 4.2 more bushels per acre than the year prior. We'll get a clearer picture of USDA's latest projections this Friday, 8/11. Corpus Christi's public elevator in Archer Daniels Midland was open during the weekend, but they closed Saturday evening at 6:45. They were open back yesterday, Sunday, at 7 a.m. to 6:45, and then they'll start today, 7 a.m. to 10:45. Timco Houston was open for Milo and corn, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. all weekend, and will be 7 days a week. For help marketing your grains through the ports, contact John Tuggle, 361-852-5207. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. It is 7:40 on Sunday evening. We'll be looking past Monday to Tuesday when we sell sheep and goats, and then on to Wednesday for the cattle sale. Sean, what's it looking like from this vantage point?
Sure think we'll get somewhere around that 3 to 4 again on the sheep and goat end. Larry, it's turning off pretty crispy around here, so sure think we might catch a few more numbers this week. And then on the cattle end, we caught a few more last week than we were anticipating, so I sure think we get something like we've been running, somewhere around that 1,000 to 1,200 on the cattle end.
All right.
Might catch a few more, see how it plays out, but shaping up to be a good sale in Fredericksburg this week.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Sean Geiswhite.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at the meat movement from Friday. We'll begin with lean hog national pork carcass cutout value, $1.94 lower at $113.69. The bellies were down by $10.71. Federal hog slaughter, 2.338 million head for the week through Sunday. That was 54,000 head from last week, but it is more than 2.33 million head last year. USDA estimates year-to-date slaughter at 74.477 million head. As we look toward the beef side of the meat equation, we see wholesale box prices 22 cents lower in the choice, 183 in the select. Federally inspected cattle slaughter, 613,000 head through Saturday. That's 6K from last week, 35K below the same week last year. USDA estimates year-to-date cattle slaughter 13.335 million head. As we look toward Friday sales, mostly 188 in the north, on the hoof in the dirt, 178 to 179 in the south. Neighbor, there's your meat moves from Friday. We're on the line with Ken Jordan Cattle Auction, getting ready for the Mason sale. What's it looking like Sunday night?
You bet, Larry. Around the clock, we had right at 800 head on yards, about 65 cows and about 10 bulls. We're kind of looking for that 1,000, 1,100 head. A lot of good calf yearlings are there. This is kind of our special stocker feeder sale we have in August. And so quality-wise, very, very good, and a lot of good condition on these cattle also, Larry.
Good. Looking down the week towards San Sab on Thursday, what do you see?
You bet, Larry. We got 2 groups of calves already coming in, some real good black calves, and a set of kind of baldies with a little touch of air on them. They'll be there this coming Thursday. I look for a pretty good run. We're still kind of being dry up here with the success of heat and everything. So we're starting to see some of these guys pull these kids a little earlier, that maybe if we'd had the grass and the rain and everything, they'd have waited till the fall or whatever. But that's starting to move up in this area now with this heat and everything, Larry.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for either sale.
You bet. They can give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. We'll be happy to visit with anybody, work with you on whatever your assignments may be, Larry.
All right. We'll talk to you after the Mason sale and see you on Monday evening.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You bet. Bye-bye.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm, and we're on the line with Brandon DeBose from DeBose Pipe, Panel, and Gate. This is what year they start.
Man, they started in 1976. Grandfather started this business, backyard in Lomita, Texas.
Brandon, describe your product line and services provided.
Yes, sir. We do entrances. We sell pipe. We sell livestock gates, pasture gates, heavy-duty corral gates. You know, any kind of gates you'd really need out there on your farm, your pasture, whatever it is.
The phrase that y'all use within the commercial is wholesale to the public.
We're under competitors' retail prices, and our panels are the first and only to ever have a lifetime warranty against any livestock. Our heavy-duty line, they're made out of a 2-inch Schedule 80 pipe frame and inch and 5/8 14-gauge rails, and they're going to weigh around 150 pounds. We're very confident in the way they're built, the material they're built out of. We're very confident in our employees that put these things together. And, man, there's nothing more frustrating than going buying a competitor's panel and setting up your pins and having a bull try to jump out of it and tear 3 or 4 panels, and there you are having to go buy 3 or 4 more. When ours, man, you bring that panel back, show us where they try to jump through to jump over, and if it's damaged by any livestock beyond use, let us know, man. We replace it, no questions asked.
Now, you offer financing, too.
We go through a company called Sweet Pay Financing. It's been a very handy tool.
You're at the Lomita location. Give us your phone number for the Lomita location.
Lomita location, we can be reached at area code 512-752-3200.
And the website.
www.dubospanels.com.
Neighbor, now it's time to get a hold of Leo Casas, Beeville, Texas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, you know what happens when the Gulf warms up like this? Abundant rainfall, tropical storms, tropical depressions for the Gulf Coast. When that happens, that's going to restrict sale-borne receipts and drive pressure up on the prices. Also increase pressure on the feeder complex when heifer retention begins, and the smart people are buying replacement cattle now, because when that happens, they're going to be very high and very hard to get. They're going to disappear quickly. We have plenty of good replacement cattle available for sale. They're not on sale. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com. CASAS, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
I'm down on the farms, Larry Marble. We're here at the kitchen table with Stephen from D&D. Stephen, I understand you've got great things going on in your ropes and roping department.
Yes, sir. So, Larry, we carry Preferred, Shoot Help, and WW roping equipment, and we have way too much here. Your listeners can save up to $500 off select roping shoots while supplies last.
Down on the farm, listeners, while supplies last, you get the discount. Give Stephen a call. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you at D&D.
Just give me a shout at 830-379-7340, extension 160.
We're on the line with Gary Butler, Nixon Livestock. Gary, how's the Monday sale looking Sunday night?
Larry, we got 1,100 in on the yards. I imagine we'll have that 1,250, 1,300 tomorrow. Got a big set of Charlotte cross calves. There's about 80 of them. They're going to weigh anywhere from probably 400 on up to 6.5. Got a set of 3/4 blood. There's about 70 head of them. They're going to weigh the same. Got a set of Charlotte calves. Oh man, they're going to weigh that 5 to 6 to 7. There's about 40 of them. Big bunches, Larry. Then they got a bunch of, onesie twosies came in. Going to have about 175 cows probably.
All right. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for a good sale in Nixon.
You can catch us here at Saleborn, 830-582-1561 or 62. Catch me on my mobile, 830-857-4330, Larry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, I want to remind you about my friends Stephen and Terry Lehman at Lehman Pipe and Cattle. They've got used sucker rod in 5/8, 3/4, 7/8, and 1 inch, and they've got used oil fill pipe, the #1 structural, straight, no holes, splits, or heavy scale, 2 3/8, 2 7/8, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6 5/8, 7 5/8, 10 3/4, and 16 24-inch diameters. Also, from time to time, they see some #2 pipe available at a reduced price. Truckload discounts and delivery also available. They also have cattle guards. They make them from 10 foot wide to 30 foot wide, depending on the customer's needs and wants, with or without wings or cross gates. Also, the heavy-duty concrete beams to set them on. Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. Email them at lehmanpipe@gmail.com or call Stephen at 979-966-3447 or Terry at 979-820-8155. That's Stephen and Terry Lehman, Lehman Pipe and Cattle. We're on the line with Seth Crane, Union Commission, Hondo Livestock, Sunday evening about 7:03. What's it going to look like Monday, Seth?
Tagging on about 320 right now, Larry. 55 or 60 cows and bulls. Probably got somewhere around 30 of those to palpate. Do have 3 or 4 pairs. Calf and yearling run, pretty good quality on the cattle there. Pretty good run of calves. And like I say, hopefully we catch some more tomorrow. End up with 450, somewhere right there. I would like to remind everybody that next week, August the 14th, will be that stocker feeder sale. Quite a few good calves coming, and so far, sure on a good market. So if we can help you, feel free to reach us, 830-741-8061. Get me on my cell phone, 210-288-3960. And for updates and information, visit us on Facebook or HondoLivestock.com.
Thank you, Seth. Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio's at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We are on the line with Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, Three Rivers. It's Sunday night, looking toward the Monday sale. Riley, what's it looking like at 8:01?
It looks about like it did last week, Larry. I think we'll end up with right around 1,400. Mix is about the same, too. Maybe 200, maybe not quite a few cows, but as many as last week. But around 200, 250 cows, and the rest to be calves and yearlings. Still not many stocker cows, probably 30 palpated cows. A handful of pairs, kind of like it's been in the last couple of weeks. The calves mix there do have 150 weaned ones there. There's about 100 of them are steers, about 50 of them are heifers. And then there's another group, smaller group, about 30 weaned yearlings there. All these cattle kind of win in the 6s. Have a couple groups of smaller, lightweight calves, probably 350 to 4, some blacks and Charolais, a couple sets of Beefmaster calves. So quality looks good tomorrow, and numbers look like about like it was last week, around 1,400.
Riley Rhodes, Live Oak Livestock, sells them on Monday. Tell everybody how to contact you.
361-813-6650 is cell. 361-786-2553 is the office. LiveOakLivestock.com is the web.
Thank you, Riley.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
This is Channel 5 reporting live from the rangeland, where earlier today, a death was reported. I'm standing here talking to...
Mesquite.
Mr. Mesquite. What happened here today?
Well, Weesatch and I had been living on this rangeland. Every year the rancher would spray us with herbicide and we'd take a nice, long nap. But we always woke up.
What changed, Mesquite?
It's that Invora herbicide. The rancher used it with Rangeview to target his application, and now I don't think Weesatch is coming back.
I wouldn't think so. It's guaranteed
control for 5 years.
You heard it from Mesquite himself. Invora and Rangeview stop brush for the long haul. It's guaranteed.
Start investing in the long haul with guaranteed Mesquite and Weesatch control at Invora.com. That's INVORA.com. Always read and follow label instructions. Invora is a restricted use pesticide. Invora is a trademark owned by Environmental Science US LLC or one of its affiliates. Not all products are registered in all states.
We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock. Rodney, how was Friday?
We got along real good. We had some good cattle, and they sold real good. We had 450 head of cattle and 9 goats.
Good. Walk the pens with us, Rodney.
All right, your 200, 300-pound steers were $1.90 to $2.60. Heifers $1.31 to $2.15. 300, 400-pound steers were $2.25 to $2.40. Heifers $2.15 to $2.50. 400, 500-pound steers were $2.20 to $2.55. Heifers $1.90 to $2.28. 500, 600-pound steers $2.10 to $2.55. Heifers $1.93 to $2.28. 600, 700-pound steers were $1.98 to $2.26. Heifers $1.93 to $2.10. And your 700 to 800-pound steers were $1.85 to $2.20, and the heifers were $1.57 to $1.81. Packer cows sure were strong. We had some good cows this week. They brought anywhere from $65 to $1.05. Bulls brought from $81 to $1.18. Stocker cows brought anywhere from $71 to $1.20, with some bred cows dollaring out around that $13.25. And the pairs we had Friday brought anywhere from $12.75 to $15.25, sir.
Sounds like a pretty good sale. What do you anticipate for this Friday?
I know 2 bunches of cattle coming this next Friday, but that's all I know of. I think they're going to be mostly calves. I don't know of any cows coming this week so far, sir.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Rodney Butler.
Yeah, if I can help market your cattle in South Texas, call me at 361-358-1727 or call me on my mobile 645-5002.
Rodney, thank you for the call.
Thank you and take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Maybe here's a short look at the grains. Corpus Milo 1058, Corpus Corn 484.5, Houston Wheat 772.5, Placido Beans 1263, Texas Cotton 3094 bale at 821. That's it for Down on the Farm. Thanks for listening. Good day.